Hey everyone, I'm Jared Dobb with Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Florida. Welcome to our annual RIDE5K for Ronald McDonald House. Normally we'd all be out here together at the Lake Nona Town Center getting ready to go out for our ride, our run, our walk, but things are looking a little bit differently this year, but that does not mean we still can't go out and have a good time. I've got my bike here, I got my gear on from last year. I'm still ready to go out and have fun, and I hope you are too. It is so important for people to be supporting this event, supporting our families with their fundraising and with their donations, so please keep on doing that. We could not do this event without the many supporters that we have, especially our presenting sponsors. Those include Advent Help for Children, McDonald's, Lake Nona Tavistock Development Group, and Nemours Children's Hospital. We thank you all so much for your continued support and still making this event the success that it is. I know that I appreciate it, our families staying in the house appreciate it, and our board of directors also appreciates it. We have a special message from Lisa Donslar, our board chair, and with Martin Brower. So let's take a look at that.
Good morning. My name is Lisa Donslar, chairman of the board for the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Florida. And I'd like to welcome each and every one of you for being here today for our RIDE5K Anywhere. This event is usually hosted in the Lake Nona Town Center with hundreds of riders, walkers, joggers, supporters, family, and volunteers. We are so sorry we are not together this year, and we truly miss seeing each and every one of you. While we're not together, we appreciate every dollar that you are raising to support our charities. Annually, we are able to serve 2,700 families in our Central Florida area, covering our 9 counties. Every dollar that you are raising today goes directly to help our mission. We know everyone in our community has been affected by the coronavirus, and we appreciate all that you are doing to help our families. Our mission is still strong. We continue to serve our families and the critically ill, and we couldn't do this without you. We thank you again. On behalf of all of the board of directors, our staff, our volunteers, we want to shout out one more time a huge thank you for being here this morning. We hope that you stay safe, you enjoy yourself, whether you're riding, walking, or jogging today, and please use our social media hashtag #MoveForRMHCCF, and upload all of your photos. We'd love to see them. Thank you again, be safe, and hope to see you in 2021 in person.
All right, thank you so much, Lisa, for that message to everyone. As you heard from Lisa, that individual fundraising that you're doing does make such a big difference for our families. You can still keep fundraising, and we're going to extend our deadline through the end of the year. So you have until December 31st to keep your fundraising up on your pages and win some amazing incentive prizes. I'm wearing the jersey and the gloves from last year. We have a whole new design this year that you're going to definitely want. So keep that fundraising up. Keep going with your teams. If you're with a sponsor, keep doing that. It really does make such a difference. And we have so many sponsor teams, and we're really thrilled that they continue to sponsor us this year. We have our health and wellness sponsors. I'd like to give a thanks to the Bond Foundation, Diversified Window Solutions, FERRAN, Orlando Health, Arnold Palmer Hospital for Children, and Williams Company. A big shout out also to Angel Garcia from Williams Company. He was a big part of our planning committee this year, and we couldn't do without him and the whole Williams Company team. And also Bill Paradise with Nona Cycle. They're a great cycling group down here in Lake Nona. We can't appreciate enough everything that they do, and Bill, what you did for our planning this year. And also our 10-speed sponsors, Walgreens. They do an amazing job every year with us. And also OUC, the reliable one. They consistently bring out some of the biggest teams of riders, runners, walkers, and they just do an amazing job. And we even have a special video from Clint Bullock, the president of OUC, and why they get involved. So let's take a look at that.
Ronald McDonald is really a great charity here in Orlando. And you know, my wife and I, we've been blessed with our 3 children, and really this was an opportunity for me to give back to the community and really help the families, and more specifically the children that are in need. Ride for Ronald is really great, and I've enjoyed being a part of it. I wasn't really a cyclist before I got involved with Ronald McDonald, but it was a way for me to really get involved and really help raise dollars. I'm really proud of our employees that really support this event and come out here and ride. And not only the employees, but they come with their families. I know that I've got my family out here, and there's many employees that bring their family. We've got over 80 employees as well as families that come out OUC really works hard in really promoting getting involved in the community. It's great that we can come out here and get a little exercise and also ride for the families at Ronald McDonald. But all the dollars that come from this ride go back to this great charity of Ronald McDonald, and really, again, to help the families in need so they can stay in the house, close to the hospital, near their children.
All right, thank you so much, Clint. Clint is actually a former board chair with Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Florida, so he knows exactly the importance of what we're doing and what you're doing today by doing the fundraising, getting out there and supporting local families that are staying at Ronald McDonald House. It's about time for us to get out there. If you're going to be riding, make sure you got your safety gear with you, you've got your helmets, you're following the rules of the road. You can also get out there and run, you can walk, and you can do this from anywhere. And that's the important thing, is that we're all coming together and still doing something for our families here. And then after you're done with getting out there, come back with us at 11 o'clock. We're going to do our main program. We're going to be down here at the Lake Nona Town Center. You can come out and join us. We have Dinesh Broom from Channel 9 and 27 that's going to be out here with Raquel Asa from Beep. If you can't come out here, you can also go out to Crooked Can and Winter Garden, and Obi Diaz from K92.3 is also going to be out there. As long as you have donated, raised at least $100, you're going to get a rider packet, and you'll also get a complimentary beer, good at either Park Pizza behind me or at Crooked Can and Winter Garden, or as long as you're with one of our sponsor groups. So make sure you come out here and get those great things. Now it's pretty much time to get out there, ride, run, and walk. We've got a special message from our cheerleaders, but we're going to see you back here at 11 o'clock. Thanks so much, and we'll see you then.
Good luck in your 5K. Good luck! Hi, we're from the Rollinsford team. Good luck, we're cheering you on from a distance. Woo!
Good luck on your ride.
We wanted to wish you guys good luck on your ride.
Good luck, we're rooting for you. Woo!
Good luck from the Rollins swim team.
We wanted to wish you guys good luck on your race today.
Good luck. Have fun.
Good luck today.
Good luck during your race.
You got this.
Yay!
morning and welcome to the 11th annual RIDE5K benefiting the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Florida. I'm Channel 9's Dinesh Broom, and I'm so excited to be out here, not just covering this, but I'm out here with my girl. She's also a professional, but she's also my girl, Raquel Asa from Beep. Hey.
Hi. I don't know if Ronald McDonald House of Central Florida really knows what they committed by putting the two of us together to host this event. But I can tell you, I am just ecstatic and over the hills excited to be here for the third year in a row, helping Ronald McDonald House of Central Florida stay committed to their cause, and that is the Ride 5K. But this year, you'll see it's a little bit different. It is anywhere. And I was so happy to see that RMHC of Central Florida was committed to putting on this event this year, despite the time that we're in. And let's be honest, we're all just trying to do our best to help continue what we do for Central Florida, because at the end of the day, pandemic or not, families depend on RMHC of Central Florida. And this event truly is the cornerstone for this organization. I'm glad to see that they were part of it. In fact, today, we are also still here at Lake Nona in the town center. It's an area that we've held the event at every single year. Right behind me is Park Pizza Brewing Company. We'll show you some of the goodies you'll get here in just a second. But this is one of two locations that we have today. The second is in Winter Garden with Obi Diaz with K92.3. He is at the second packet pickup location. We'll check in with him in just a second.
You said that so well.
Packet pickup.
We practiced that.
Yes.
It wasn't as good during run-throughs.
No,
but
it didn't. No.
So before we go to Obi out there in Winter Garden, we do have to bring in the president and CEO of Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Florida, Luann DeVoe. Come on in here, Luann. So talk to us. I mean, right now, this is such an unprecedented time for all of these families, pandemic or not. You know, they have these children who need this care and they need the support for the families. So walk us through what you all are doing now to make sure that they are still getting that Class A help and care that they need.
Wonderful. Thank you, Denise and Raquel. Well, I'll tell you, it would be an understatement to say that the COVID-19 has not been a challenge for all of us. But I am very, very proud to say Ronald McDonald House Charities is committed and has been steadfast in the delivery of our services to families, providing housing accommodations, free meals, comfort and care to families with children who have children being treated at local hospitals. You know, one thing we do know is children and pediatric illness does not pause during a pandemic. We also believe that children heal better when their families are close. And frankly, no child should go through treatment without a parent by their side. So I cannot thank the community for all your support over the last 7-8 months, because truly we could not deliver our mission without your support. So thank you again. We look forward to seeing you in the future, real near future, hopefully. And please take care of yourselves and be healthy. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Luann. And I think the couple of slides that we had right before this really kind of set the tone, because we all hope to be together next year for this event. I can tell you, though, the energy still here, still as palpable as it typically is every single year when they shut down pretty much this whole section of Lake Nona to do the ride. And thank you to all the riders out there who've been on the road since 8 o'clock this morning, or even not just the cyclists, but also the runners and walkers as well for the Ride 5K.
We're just kind of the end of their day. They've already been out and about doing this thing.
Right. In fact, they have the whole day to do it. In fact, and then also come to the fundraising, because the fundraising doesn't stop today.
Yep.
One thing that they've also done to try to adjust to the current environment that they're in, they're going to extend the fundraising through the end of the year. And I think that's critically important to note, because we don't want people to feel that they just have to make the donation today. I think we're all in that part where we maybe not now, but maybe a couple weeks down the road. And that's something that RMHC of Central Florida has done this year to help accommodate many of the things that we're doing this year that we never thought we probably had to do. And, you know, Luann really hit the nail right on the head. She talks about the commitment of the community. And I really want to just give a big shout out to, thank you, Dinesh, to the support and our presenting sponsors, because our 4 co-sponsors really have shown their commitment, and the outpouring support from Advent Health for Children, from Lake Nona, Tavistock Development,
McDonald's and Nemours Children's Hospital. You'll get the chance to hear from all of them in just a second. But if it had not been for their undying commitment to this cause for RMHC of Central Florida, Luann and her team would not be able to do what they do to provide families that level of care when they're receiving care in the hospital. In fact, joining us today is also a special message from our co-presenting sponsors.
Lately, we fall asleep with more weight on our minds. Our bodies and our souls feel heavier. And yet, every morning, reliably, our eyelids open up. Our muscles lift us out of bed. Our neurons reenact the daily routine as our body performs countless miracles to keep us going. But the greater miracle? How we keep each other going. How our collective courage lifts up those of us who are struggling, heals those of us who are hurting, and gives hope to all of us who just want humanity to feel more whole right now. Believe it or not, we're doing better than we think. And we can do better still. Because we humans, we're incredible. From our heartbeat to our heartfelt prayers, from our tear ducts to our crying shoulders, from our vocal cords to our songs of solidarity. Our collective strength draws from every single body. Let's keep taking care of them. Let's keep taking care of each other.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to Lake Nona.
To our community.
Our neighborhood.
Our home.
This is where we live. We work.
And definitely play.
Here, we think
education,
health,
and making connections are the keys to a brighter future.
And we're connected to everything.
Our neighborhoods.
Our neighbors.
Our well-being.
Because when we're all doing well,
our community thrives.
We take it to the next level. We push our minds and our bodies
to places we never knew possible.
We learn from it
to make our community
future-proof.
Thousands of families,
top universities and schools, and some of the most important thought leaders of our time call us home.
As do hundreds of events.
And bustling retail centers.
And we're happy
that you will call us home, too.
So welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to our home.
To our community.
Welcome to Lake Nona.
There's something going around, but it's not what you think. It's something different, something better, spreading silently, not by contact or droplets, but by determination, sheer will, and the human spirit. It's an infection of can-do. Rise up and step forward for the good of children here and everywhere. And this time, it's not novel or new. It's been spreading unchecked since the day we opened our doors, compelling us to consider it not just our responsibility, but our privilege to never stop innovating, never stop searching for better, more convenient ways of bringing healthcare to our patients. Because at Nemours Children's Health, there's something different going around. And it's something for which we hope there's never a cure.
All right, so again, you're joining us in beautiful Winter Garden. So we are at Crooked Can. This is Plant Street Market. John Petrikis, it is good to be sitting next to you, and it's good to know all the things that you've done in this community. And here we are today, getting to share this moment where we get to kind of tell the community that as they enjoy their McDonald's, they can round up. So first of all, let's get to the fact that you're heavily in the family of McDonald's.
I am. I've been an owner-operator for 35 years. Started off in Jacksonville and was instrumental in starting that Ronald McDonald House up there, and was a board member up there, a charter board member in 1986 of the Jacksonville Ronald House. And I'm also a charter member of all 3 houses in Orlando. So I've been a board member for 34 years.
So when I say that you're deep in the family, you're deep in the family. So let's talk about now the opportunity that whenever I buy my fries, whenever I buy my coffee in the morning, that I get an opportunity to give back.
Absolutely, that's the best thing. Right now with our roundup capability, all you have to do as a customer is just round up to the nearest dollar, and all that money, pennies, dimes, nickels, quarters, go directly to the local Ronald McDonald House.
So I like that, again, the fact that you guys have come up with this roundup program, and from what I'm to understand now too, it's available on the mobile app.
It is. It certainly is. We've made it very easy, thank God, because again, with the COVID-19, again, budgets on the houses have been tough. So it's ever more important for the community to support the houses. So we support it as owners, obviously, and you can round up through the app or obviously in person at our stores and in the drive-thrus.
Well, and I love it because where my heart was always moved was whenever I'd make that purchase, you know, you'd have the little area there where I could drop my change. And now in today's time, everybody's carrying around cards or doing it via mobile. So the fact that you still allowed us an opportunity to give in the way that we can best, I think you guys are brilliant.
Well, thank you. And it is important, to your point, credit cards are really the major part of our business now rather than cash. So we have adapted, and we continue to support the house and always will.
So again, I think of the families. So think of the families who unfortunately have this storyline where they have to stay in one of the houses, but we get an opportunity to help with the food and the housing, the roof over their head by being able to donate. So thank you so much for this roundup program. I think your time today has been awesome. Is there anything you want to say to anybody who's going to be out here riding or thinking about donating?
Yes, round up. That's it, round up. That's what I have to say. Round up to the nearest dollar and help the house and help the families who have sick children in the hospitals, and so you can help defray the cost of their stay at our houses.
Well, and John, again, your heart for years has been doing this. So thank you so much. Thank you for all of this.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having us on, and thank you for helping us broadcast this and getting the message out. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Now, it is a beautiful day out here in Lake Nona. It is constantly growing, and that's all in part due to one of our co-sponsoring partners today. We do have Lake Nona Tavistock Development Group out here, and representing them, we have Chad Tinetti. I'm so sorry, Chad. I thought I remembered that, and I didn't. Chad Tinetti is out here. So tell us about all the work that you all have done over the years with Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Florida.
Well, Tavistock Development is proud to be co-presenting sponsors of the event this year. Again, Lake Nona is continuing to grow, and we are proud that the Ronald McDonald Charities of Central Florida was one of our first nonprofit partners in this community.
No, you're fine. What has it meant to you all to be able to be a part of not just the growth here in Lake Nona, but also supporting groups like Ronald McDonald House? I mean, they have been so influential.
Our employees love participating in this event every year, and throughout the year, going to the Ronald McDonald House and serving meals and giving back to the community is such an integral part of being in Lake Nona. And the Ronald McDonald House is absolutely a central part of that. And here you can just see in the town center right behind us and around us, we just finished a 120,000 square foot office building. We've got the Performance Club that's opening up next year and a 17-story Wave Hotel that's going to open up next year. So there's a lot going on in the community, and this is the hub of that.
And especially supporting them in a time like this where they do have a pandemic, and probably a lot of the people who might have supported over the years, they just might not even be able to this year. So what does it mean to you all to still be able to help even when other people might not be able to?
No, it just feels great to be able to give back and help out our fellow community and neighbors, and everyone pitches in. So it's tremendous.
All right, thank you, Chad. And I know this is a part of the fabric of the community, volunteering, one of the prime missions for Tavistock Development. And thank you so much for continuing your commitment to this event. I know RMHC of Central Florida truly is grateful to have that outpouring support and commit from TDC every single year. And we hope we're going to have this in person next year. And Chad, I want you to be riding that bike with that full-on cycle jersey. And I want to see you next year, even in the shorts.
I'll be out there later today with my son doing it.
Awesome. Thank you, Chad.
All right. Thank you.
And, you know, part of this area here is also the Lake Nona Town Center, which was built beautifully, of course, by Tavistock Development over here in Lake Nona. If you haven't been here, I'll give you the address to our headquarters, 6900 Tavistock Lakes Boulevard. That will get you right here to Park Pizza, where you can also pick up your participant packet. And if you're one of the participants,
Show them the swag, girl.
You get a bag, you get a bag, and you get a bag. This bag is for all the participants that have raised more than $100 for the RMHC RIDE5K. And the best part about this all, of course, when you pick up your bag, make sure, of course, that you wear your mask, socially distance, of course. I feel like that's the thing we have to say these days. But here's the best part. Not only do you get the bag, you get this chip, and this chip is incredibly important for Park Pizza.
What does it say on the back, girl?
It says, "First pint on us." And so if I'm going to make a recommendation, if you're coming here, because they have some fantastic beer, it is this one right here. It is the Boo Radler. It is light and refreshing and crisp. If I taking it straight from the pamphlet that they give you when they ask you.
You only know because of the pamphlet.
I only know because of the pamphlet. But this first chip right here, I would totally suggest the Boo Radler. And if there's one thing that I love that they still also kept is, you know, after this event, you know, when they would do it year after year, that's what a lot of the cyclists, runners, and walkers did. They would participate, then they would come here. And I'm glad that they made this also part of the event, and that's something that you can do here. But the best part about it, too, is not only can you come here, we also have that second location as well in Winter Garden with Obi Diaz with K92.3 is at today over in the Plant Street Market area in Winter Garden. And it looks like we're going to be checking in with him right now.
All right. Thank you for that, ladies. Yes, it's Obi here. I'm here with Jared Dobb. Now, we're at Winter Gardens, Crooked Can. This is the Plant Street Market. Jared and I, both of us, this is our backyard. So I want to just thank you. Let me start off by thanking you guys, because this has been a number of years that you've allowed me to be a part of this. And every year it gets better and better. And here we are in 2020, where they've allowed nothing to stop you guys.
Absolutely. Things are looking a little bit differently this year. We've had to take our events virtual like this, but we're just thrilled that we're still able to do it. Still be able to offer something to our very, involved cyclists and runners out there, and they stepped up.
Well, and I love the fact that everyone who stepped up, they stepped up for something good. Can you talk about the charity just really quick? Because I see people out here, and every family member to people who are walking to cycling, I mean, everybody out here is for something great.
Yeah, absolutely. People want to get back, and we're fortunate that Ronald McDonald House is a brand name here in Central Florida.
Yeah.
And they know that they're helping local families. It could be anybody that they know that could stay at a Ronald McDonald House, and they know that when they support us, they're giving back to the community.
Well, there's a big community to thank out here. You know, we have our 10-speed sponsors that include OUC, the reliable one, and Walgreens this year. So thank you guys so much for making these families priority. And just like the Nelson family, who recently stayed at a Ronald McDonald House on the campus of Nemours Children's Hospital.
We ended up here because Abby had an injury about 18 months,
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
I was in cheer practice and I hurt my ankle while doing a jump, and I went to so many doctors. I've been booted, casted, and braced, and none of it helped.
So we were really lucky to find out about the Ronald McDonald House. Just from going back and forth to the hospital, I saw the sign, and I happened to contact the house and found out that they are more than willing to help people in our situation who are going through the pediatric pain management program at Nemours. You know, being an hour away and being on such a strict schedule, it would make it very difficult to be successful in the program that she's in. Being this close to the hospital has made everything exponentially easier in the fact that we can walk over, be there in 5 minutes, get done with her appointments, come back to the house, have lunch, and then start her home exercise program, her teaching that she needs to do to keep up with her schoolwork. We would not be able to do that otherwise. And having the ability to be close, to be taken care of, to be welcomed very warmly at all hours of the day and night, to be given a hot meal when you don't have the energy to take care of yourself. It's like having it's like having a family member take care of you
all of the time,
except you don't feel
24
guilty
hours a
that you're
day.
bothering a family member who has stuff to do. Like, this is somebody that's here and that like wants to help you. And I think that's just amazing, right? Totally amazing. Without the community support, that would not be an option. And all of these families absolutely need that support. So I would just continue to ask for everyone, if you have it in your heart or that you can do it in one way or another, whether it's volunteering or helping out in any financial capacity. That's what keeps this house afloat. We are members of the community, and we would certainly give back when we have the opportunity. And I just thank y'all for your support every single day to this house.
And that's just such a powerful video, and it just really reminds all of us that some families are just really going through the unimaginable right now, and then on top of that during a pandemic. So if you want to help families just like the Nelsons, you can click on the link in this video and you can continue donating to make sure that you are just really a part of this life-saving effort and just really helping the families. Now, you might have noticed we now have a new guest here. I should probably introduce him, right? Welcome, Randy Hartley, the COO of Nemours Children's Hospital. That's the hospital where this family has been treated. Talk to us about this event today, how important this is, and just what these families are really going through when they're in the hospitals.
Well, thank you so much for having us to be a part of this. And we're so proud to be a part of the entire community to pay homage and to raise resources for one of the most noteworthy causes I know of. Even before we started finishing the construction of the hospital, we knew we wanted a Ronald McDonald House here. We partnered with Luann and the Ronald McDonald Charities of Central Florida to make that a reality. We just finished an expansion because we knew people would seek us out and come to access the pediatric specialties, which we have. And frankly, we take care of such a large number of people of modest means and that really need the help and frankly are at their wits' end sometimes. So to have the house and to have the home cooked meals and a place of respite and support is just an unimaginable part. The data shows that children get better when they stay as a family unit, and that's certainly what we see here. Our team prepares for this event all year. We have a Nemours team. They train for it all year. They rode yesterday, both associate families, former associates and families, and they had a wonderful day yesterday for a great cause. So just being a part of this, being able to partner with other organizations within the community just means so much to us. We know that caring is contagious and compassion is contagious. One small part of what we're able to help with, we couldn't be prouder to be a part of it.
And it really is just so important to remind people, the care doesn't stop.
No.
Even with the pandemic, even with everybody struggling, those families are still in the midst of probably one of the most difficult things they've ever gone through.
Absolutely. And it's very, very trying times, and there's much uncertain about our society. But one thing that is certain is the support of this outstanding organization to make children's and families' lives in Florida a little better each day. And thank you all for being a part of getting that message out.
Of course, it's such an important one.
I know, and thank you so much, Randy. And I know being side by side with RMHC of Central Florida really provides that needed care around. I mean, from a place to stay to a place to actually get the care. If they're not side by side, then what's the point? And so from the bottom of all of our hearts here, thank you so much for your committed sponsorship to this event, because we all truly could not do this without the support from
It
the
is
marketing
our honor and
department.
privilege to be a part of it. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you so much, Randy. And you know, Dinesh, that's one thing about the Lake Nona community, and also with Nemours and a lot of our presenting sponsors and all of our other media sponsors, is that commitment to the cause. And I think that is something that you're hearing from all of the speakers that we're having here today, because they know the need is there. This area and this time has been called the Great Pause. And I think what's great to know is that the commitment hasn't paused. You see that commitment from all of these presenting sponsors. And in fact, one of the great groups that has always supported this is the Nona Cycle Group. And, you know, for the last couple of weeks, we've been asking everybody, where do you ride? And the Nona Cycle Group, I just want to give a big shout out to that group, because they are also committed not just to health and wellness as well, but also to RMHC of Central Florida. So they know every nook and cranny on where to ride, and they're going to show us where they ride. Because it truly is a great day outside here, Dinesh. And I know a lot of people have been on the road since about 8 o'clock this morning doing that ride. I know, because that humidity, that Florida humidity is really starting to come out right now.
Exactly. So that is Nona Cycle Group, who have, as Raquel said, been the big supporters of the RIDE5K for Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Florida. They have been a part of this thing for years at this point. So it's always great to see those returning sponsors and riders so active with this mission, just like our health and wellness sponsors who continue to support this event year after year. Couldn't be done without you all. These include the Bond Foundation, Diversified Window Solutions, FERRAN, Orlando Health Arnold Palmer Hospital for Children, and Williams Company. So just so many people who have been a part of this. And I think once you do this once, you realize, man, this is so much bigger than yourself. And you want to keep doing it because you just see the people who you're helping.
Right. And you know, I could tell you the first year that I did this event with RMHC of Central Florida, I said, I want to come back year after year after year. And I can promise you, I know we want to be in person next year, so you could really get that full feel of the event that we have every year. And I'm so glad to see the commitment of everybody to this mission, because the mission is really what it's all about. It's all for these families of Central Florida. In fact, we have another wonderful story from a family who stayed at the Ronald McDonald House, one of the many who has taken a stay over there while their child is receiving some care. They were there at the campus of Advent Health for Children. So let's watch their story right now.
I'm a brand new mom, and I've been staying here in Ronald McDonald House for almost 2 weeks now because I have a baby in the NICU over at Advent Health, and he was born 10 weeks early. My husband and I live all the way in Melbourne, which is about a little over an hour away. So it was always a drive coming here, and I couldn't obviously stay overnight with my baby. I just really wanted to be here for him as much as I could. So after I submitted the application, after a few days, they got back to me, and I got in contact with Suzanne, and she helped me through the process, and it was very easy. And a week later, I was here at Ronald McDonald House, no problems. Usually I start the day at around 8 a.m., make my way over to the hospital, then stay there until about 7 p.m., and then come back here, have dinner, and then go back there for one more feeding, and then come back to retire for the night. Ronald McDonald House has been a real blessing. It's been a godsend for me and my little family, and I don't know what I would have done without it. For one thing, when I stepped into Ronald McDonald House, it immediately felt like home. So that was another thing that I feel like, oh, okay, this is a great place for me to stay. And I am just so very grateful for all that Ronald McDonald House has done for me and my family. And I will tell everybody to keep supporting it because a lot of families out there need Ronald McDonald House. Not all families can afford to stay in hotels, every single night for weeks on end to be close to their child or their family member. And Ronald McDonald House provides a lot of relief, and it just helps a lot of families out. And I'm very grateful for it, and I would heartily ask everybody to support it.
name is Lisa Bowman. I am the Chief Nursing Officer for Advent Health for Children and Advent Health for Women. The Ronald McDonald House is such a great resource, just steps away from the hospital for our families. They provide food and a home away from home for so many of our families who are already worried and tired. We are grateful for everything Ronald McDonald House does for our families.
And so that's just another one of those great messages from one of our partners, Advent Health for Children. K92 also has a great partnership with them, really just to kind of keep people moving, keeping them healthy. So once again, if you want to be a part of this and help make a donation, there is a link right above this video. You can go there, you can donate. You can donate through the end of the year. There's no time here, right? 2020, kind of do what you want when you want. So you can do it until the end of the year and just really help these families.
And I'm glad that they really extended that beyond today, because I think it's important, like we had mentioned before, that families might not have the ability to do that now. We know what's happening in Central Florida. So we still want to provide that opportunity through the end of the year, as you mentioned. So if you love Ronald McDonald House and they have helped you in the past, that opportunity to donate and to continue helping those families that are still using those services today, you have the ability to help them through the end of the year. And I really just want to say thank you, Dinesh. Thank you, Central Florida, because we really, truly, and honestly could not do this without you. So we thank you for your support and commitment all the years, especially this year.
Yep. And thank you to really everybody bringing me into the fold here. You know, this is such a great event to be a part of. And hopefully I can be out here again next year when it's in person. We hope. We all hope, right? But either way, you know, this is something that we can all do. Every little bit really counts for all of these things. You can keep fundraising on your team pages and just really doing all that. And once again, thank you to all of our host sites, Park Pizza and Brewing Company right behind us here in Lake Nona, also Crooked Can out in Winter Garden. You all have been amazing. And on behalf of WFTV and TV27 and K92.3, thank you so much. So happy to be a part of this event. Once again, we hope to see you out here next year in person. We'll be here. I know you will be.